In this video, we'll complete the Operational Planning Worksheet, ICS Form 215 together. The ICS Form 215 communicates the decisions made by the Operations Section Chief during the Tactics meeting concerning resource assignments and needs for the next operational period. Let's start with Block 1, Incident Name. In our example, the incident occurred at the Liberty County Fairgrounds, so we will use that as the incident name. Block 2 is our operational period, which includes the date and time range. The next section of this form can feel overwhelming, so let's just go column by column. Blocks 3 and 4 determine where a unit sits within the ICS command chart. Let's look at the first row. We fill out Block 3 when we use branches in the incident. As you may recall, branches are subdivisions under operations. This form will encompass the Fire Hazmat branch. That brings us to Block 4. Here, we indicate the appropriate division, group, or other location of the work assignment. Here, we have a Hazardous Materials group that reports to the Fire Hazmat branch. So at Block 4, we add the unit's identifier, Hazmat. Remember that groups can go anywhere, but divisions are confined to their geographic area. Block 5 is where we list the work assignment for the resource identified in Block 4, and also any special instructions. The Hazmat team's assignment is copied verbatim to Block 6 of the assignment list, ICS Form 204, so we want to write it out in sufficient detail. Block 6 has two components, resources and the number of resources we require, have, or need. In the column headers, enter the name of the resource, including kind and type if applicable. Kind refers to what the resource does. Type refers to the resource's capabilities. The smaller the type rating, the more capable the unit. For this example, we'll enter Hazmat Team Type 2. Sometimes, listing the type isn't necessary. If your community doesn't use resource typing, you might just spell out something simple that easily identifies what's needed. Just keep in mind that typing helps you match up what you need with what is coming. For example, when you order a Type 1 SWAT team, you know it comes with an armored vehicle. If you say you want SWAT without including the type, you might only get 2 folks in a pickup truck. For more information on typing, you can use FEMA's Resource Typing Library tool. Check it out using the link under the video. We have the resource listed with its kind and type. Now, for our Hazmat group, let's include the number of resources that we require, that we have, and that we need. From our example, we locate the Hazmat row in Block 4 and follow it to the Hazmat Team Type 2 column in Block 6 until they intersect. We include the number of Hazmat teams we require, how many we have, and how many we need. The number we need is the difference between the number we require and the number we have. In our example, we require 3 and we have 3 Hazmat teams. Since we have what we need, we'll put 0 in our need row. Let's say we had 4 and required 3. We would then put -1 in the need row. Having too many means we have a conversation about whether we keep them or not. If we require 4 and we have 3, we would put a 1 in our need row. Not having enough means that the logistics folks have to look into securing more resources for the next operational period. Note that in some cases, fresh crews may be sent to replace the existing crew or entirely replace the apparatus along with the crew. This process may be affected by your local jurisdiction and scenario variables. Block 7 is used to list the supervisory or specialty positions required to staff a division or group. This group's division supervisor, or DIVS for short, reports to the Fire Hazmat branch director. This helps better identify where the work assignment falls on the chart, so we know who's responsible for it. In Block 8, you would list any additional specialty gear or equipment needed. There may be times when personnel and equipment come from different jurisdictions, so you want to specify the gear needed in such cases. Block 9 is used to indicate where the resource is going to report. Resources might report to any number of places, including a staging area, incident command post, incident base, camps, or directly to the scene. You would enter whichever location applies here. Block 10 is where we indicate when the resources need to arrive. Next up, let's head down to the bottom of the form and look at blocks 11, 12, and 13. Here, we total the resources that we require, the resources we have on hand, and the resources we need to order. Notice that our required resources match those we have on hand at 3. And lastly, in Block 14, we'll include the preparer's name, position, signature, and date and time they completed the form. Be sure to write legibly. This information helps the people reviewing this form to know who to contact with questions. That's it for the Operational Planning Worksheet, ICS Form 215. Thanks for watching.